Greetings and salutations, film fans. Thomas L here with Hellboy opening this week. Since the film is an R-rated comic book movie, I decided to do my top 10 favorite R-rated comic book films. Now, it's always cool when there's like a R-rated comic book movie because we always got like a PG-13 based films like The Avengers, Dark Knight, etc. But it's always cool when we get like an R-rated comic book movie material, and there's been some really good ones over the years. So, that being said, here's my list. Coming in at number 10 is Darkman. Now, before Sam Raimi directed the Spider-Man movies, he, of course, did a R-rated comic book movie, which was Darkman, which, of course, was rated R. Darkman was really fun. It stars Liam Neeson. A couple years before he became, he appeared in Batman Begins. And in it, Liam Neeson, plays a doctor named Dr. Peyton Wilder, who pretty much got assaulted by thugs who are employed by a crime boss, he's pretty much like the beating, pretty much left him literally and physically scarred, and he got pretty messed up badly. So upon his recovery, Wilder, can find solace only by returning to his scientific world and developing synthetic skin and seeking revenge against the crime boss. And so he pretty much assumes a Phantom Avenger persona called Darkman, who pretty much has a complete set of skills. This of course was way before Taken and all. Anyway, Darkman is really brutal. This is a very violent material. Liam Neeson was great as the role. You also have Frances McDormand in this. The movie got released in 1992, and it's a comic book movie that still holds up today. It is really fun. It's entertaining. You also have, you even had Bruce Campbell in this. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, and of course after this, Sam Raimi went on to direct the Spider-Man movies, and of course he also did stuff like Evil Dead, and this is a really fun film. If you guys still never seen Darkman, do yourself a favor, check it out. It's a really good one. And they also did like a sequel one time, but the sequel is not all that good, to be honest with you. The first Darkman is the best. Coming in at number 9 is Watchmen. Now, the movie takes place in an alternate 1985 America, and you got costume superheroes who are a part of everyday life. And so, like, when one of his former comrades is murdered, you got mass vigilante Rorschach, played by Jackie Earle Haley, uncovers a plot to kill and discredit all the past and present superheroes. And so, like, he pretty much reconnects with his retired associates, only one of which has, like, true powers. And so, like, Rorschach glimpses as far-reaching conspiracy involving their shared past and catastrophic consequences for the world's future and all. And you got a few interesting characters in this. You got Billy Crudup as Dr. Manhattan. You got Mullen Ackerman, who I thought was terrific here. Jeffrey D. Morgan was in this. He played the comedian. You also had a lot of interesting players here. You also had Matthew Good, some really good cast members. And the movie it really deserved this R-rated. There's lots of violence in this. There is, of course, lots of nudity. Come on. Dr. Manhattan is he pretty much walks around butt naked. So, yeah, like, it just hangs out, And the movie was also directed by Zack Snyder, who's, of course, now known for big-time comic book movies. 300, Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel. He did a really good job with Watchmen, and I could watch the movie a lot of times. It's really fun, and the movie actually turns 10 this year, so you're gonna feel old there. But anyway, and also not to mention HBO is doing like a TV show of it, and I'm actually looking forward to see what they're gonna go with the TV show. But anyway, if you guys never seen the movie version, like the 2009 one, check it out. It's really good. Coming in at number 8 is Wanted. Here you got James McAvoy, who plays a character named Wesley Gibson, who's an office worker whose life goes nowhere. And so, like, one day his estranged father ends up being murdered. And so he meets an assassin named Fox, played by Angelina Jolie, who recruits him into fraternity, which is a secret society of assassins, which which of course takes its order from faith itself. And so, like, Fox and Stallone, played by Morgan Freeman, who's the fraternity's leader, teaches Wesley to tap into dormant powers. And so, like, he, of course, enjoys his newfound abilities, and he begins to suspect that there is, like, more to the fraternity than meets the eye and all. I mean, James McAvoy, he was terrific in this. He played the role really well. And, of course, Angelina Jolie was great. You know, Morgan Freeman was good. Who else? You also had Common. You also had Chris Pratt before he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Some good cast members. Wanted is really fun. It is really violent. It has cool action in it. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame we never got to see a sequel, but I don't know. I would love to have seen a sequel, but God knows if it would have been as good as the original. But you know, if you guys never seen Wanted, I highly recommend it. It's a really good one. Coming in at number 7 is Dread. Now, Dread is great. This is really violent and bloody. You got Lena Headey playing the villain in this. Carl Urban plays the role of Judge Dredd. Now, in the whole movie, Judge Dredd pretty much wears a mask out the whole film. He doesn't take it off for nothing. And, I mean, he's pretty much like Boba Fett, if you want to look at it. Because, Star Wars, Boba Fett never takes off his mask, and he barely speaks like he does to speak. That's pretty much what Dredd is, really. And Dredd is a really fun time. I mean, I really love Dredd. I was completely surprised at how good Dredd was, because, I mean, for one, the trailers for Dredd did not look so good. And before this Dredd, there was the Sylvester Stallone one, which was not all that great. But I went into checking out Dredd, and I thought it was great. And I'm still ashamed that it bombed the box office, because I would love to have seen the sequel. But hey, I believe we're getting like a TV show of it, so there's that. Would love to have seen a sequel, but after the box office results, yeah, I can see why we're not going to get a sequel. But if you guys still never seen Dredd by now, do yourself a favor, I highly recommend it. Alright, coming in at number 6 is Logan. Logan is great. It is really amazing. It's one of the most outside of Deadpool, of course, this is one of the most violent Wolverine based films we got. I mean, Hugh Jackman, like, what he does as Wolverine here is crazy. I mean, he takes his claws, and in one scene, he takes his claws and shove it in a dude's head. I mean, that is one of the most violent scenes I've seen Wolverine do in the X-Men movies. And of course, this was the final portrayal of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Of course, the spoiler for anyone who still haven't seen Logan, but of course, Logan ends up dying in the film. I mean, of course, that will put tears in your eyes. And anyway, Logan was great. I mean, Daphne Keane, she was terrific in this. Patrick Stewart, I think, should have scored an Oscar nomination for this movie. He was that great in this. James Mangold did a great job at directing. I mean, Logan is just fantastic, and I still wish it had scored like an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, but at least it scored a Best Screenplay nomination, so that's good. Coming in at number 5 is Blade. Blade is just great. I mean, Wesley Snipes as the title role is just perfect casting. I mean, Blade is really violent. I mean, he's of course a half human, half vampire in this, who of course slays other vampires here. Wesley Snipes just is perfect here. He really embodied the role of Blade perfectly. You know, he played the role well. He had a good performance. I mean, Blade it's also a great film as well. And I mean, if you guys still never seen Blade, I highly recommend that. Blade 2 is also good too. But Blade 3, we don't talk about. But anyway. Yeah, check out Blade if you still never seen it. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, coming in at number 4 is KickAss. KickAss was, of course, directed by Matthew Vaughn, who also went on to direct X-Men First Class and Kingsman. KickAss is great. It's also really fun. It's funny. I mean, Chloe Moretz as Hit Girl was great here. Aaron Taylor Johnson, of course, before he became Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, he was great as the role Kick-Ass. Nick Cage as Big Daddy was great. Of course, you had Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Red Mist. Mark Strong, who's of course the villain in Shazam, he plays the villain in this. He was terrific in Kick-Ass. I really love this movie so much. And the sequel is actually pretty good too, but I mean, it wasn't as good as the first Kick-Ass, but I still quite enjoyed the sequel. I mean, Kick-Ass is it's a fun time, and it, of course, is also pretty violent. It has lots of bad language in it, which makes sense. I mean, I never read the comics or anything, but from what I heard from the comic books, it's pretty graphic. But yeah, I mean, Kick-Ass is it's awesome. I mean, I'd be down to see another one, but I don't know if we'll probably see like a reboot, which won't be as good. It might not actually be as good as the other Kick-Ass movies, because I mean, who can you get to replace Chloe Moretz's Hit Girl? I mean, Chloe Moretz really made that character perfect, and yeah. But anyway, definitely check out the Kick-Ass movies. I think you'll enjoy them if you've never seen them. And also, the character of Kick-Ass shows that you can pretty much be a superhero despite having powers. Because I mean, Kick-Ass is just a regular guy without superpowers. He just fights, and that's pretty much what he is. And anyway, coming in at number 3 is Sin City. Of course, in the film, there's like a couple of neo-noir tales here. And there's like different stories all roll into one film. But it had a great cast. Like, the cast in this includes Jessica Alba, Mickey Rourke, Bruce Willis, Clive Owen was in this, Elijah Wood, who else? Josh Hartnett. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, you got Rosario Dawson in this. It's seriously such a great cast. And interesting characters. I mean, it's also full on black and white, so there's that. Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller. Of course, Frank Miller wrote the comic. They both directed this. Such a really good movie, and I really enjoy it. Also, Dame G. Kilford was good too, but the first Sin City is the best. And I mean, it's all in black and white, like it's graphic black and white, and there's like some color here and there, but the whole film is shot in black and white, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, hey, this is like a different black and white movie you've never seen before, and yes, if you guys still never seen Sin City, definitely check it out. It's a really good one. Coming in at number 2 is The Crow. Now here, Brandon Lee plays the character of Eric Draven, who on the night before his wedding, him and his fiance are brutally murdered by members of a violent interstate gang. And so, like, the anniversary of their death, Eric ends up rising from the grave and assumes the gothic mantle of the Crow, and he ends up tracking down the people responsible for their murders. And the villain here is played by Michael Wincott, who was great as a villain. The movie was directed by Alex Proyas, who also did Gods of Egypt, which, oh god, why he did that one, I don't know. But anyway, The Crow it's a really great R-rated comic book film. Brandon Lee, he made this character work perfectly. It's such a really good one. I mean, it is very violent. It's a movie about revenge. It's just a really great one. And The Crow is also, like, the movie itself is pretty tragic. Like, the production is really tragic too, because if you guys don't know, during the production of The Crow, Brandon Lee sadly got killed on the set of the movie because someone on the set actually mistaken a gun, like the fake gun, like someone accidentally put real bullets in the gun, like in the prop gun, and when it shot at Brandon Lee, it killed him. That was really tragic to hear. And of course, there's like been talks about remake, but I'm not going to go into any details about the production. Talk about the remake because, oh boy, that I could make maybe a separate video just to talk about the drama that's going on with the remake of The Crow. Like, I mean, between directors leaving, between actors leaving, I mean, God knows if we're ever going to see that remake. But anyway, the original Crow, the Brandon Lee one, is simply the best. They also did like sequels after this as well. Like there was City of Angels, which was horrible. The first Crow is where it's at. I mean, if you guys never seen The Crow by now, I highly recommend it. It's a really good one. Alright, coming in at number 1 is Deadpool. I really love Deadpool. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, he was born to play the Merc with the Mouth. He plays Deadpool just perfectly. Of course, you also had the one who plays Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Brianna Hildebrand. She was great. The one who voiced Colossus, Colossus was an awesome character. Ed Skrein as the bad guy was good. Of course, then you go with the sequel. There's, of course, Josh Brolin, Zazie Beetz. I really love the Deadpool movies. I mean, they are really R-rated. Like, they pretty much, they deliver on their R-rating material. Of course, Deadpool is also a great fourth wall breaking character. Like, pretty much Deadpool breaks the fourth wall a lot of times. And he's a really great character. And also, without Ryan Reynolds, we probably want to have Deadpool because, I mean, I know Ryan Reynolds was trying to get this character off the ground for years, and I'm glad that they finally did it because Deadpool is just simply the best. And I'm happy that with the Fox and Disney merger deal, I'm really happy that the people over at Disney says that they'll still go ahead and make R-rated Deadpool movies because, I'm sorry, I mean, Once Upon a Time in Deadpool was cool and all, but I don't think a full-on Deadpool movie should be rated PG-13 because Deadpool should simply just stay R and that's it because R-rated to me works for Deadpool perfectly. And yeah, I'm still hoping we get you to see another Deadpool. I'm pretty sure we're getting Ryan Reynolds back, because, to be honest, I really don't think I could see an actor other than Ryan Reynolds playing the role. I know actors are, like, replaceable and all, but, I mean, who do you get to play Ryan Reynolds for like a Deadpool reboot or whatever? I mean, that can't be done. Because Ryan Reynolds just makes his character work, and he just plays the role great. And yeah, Deadpool is definitely my favorite R-rated comic movie we've ever had. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Darkman. 9, Watchmen. 8, Wanted. 7, Dread. 6, Logan. 5, Blade. 4, KickAss. 3, Sin City. 2, The Crow. 1, Deadpool. Now, there's loads of other ones I probably could have added. Alright. There's, of course, Kingsman. Speaking of Matthew Vaughn. Constantine. The Punisher. I actually like Punisher Warzone more, though. 300. Spawn is more of a guilty pleasure there. Let's see. Blade 2, V for Vendetta. Some pretty good ones. Let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite R-rated comic book movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Thomas L. signing off.